Hi guys, today I wanted to talk to you about what things do you need to get done regularly in your business, whether daily, weekly, monthly, that will get stuff done on your to-do list, that will cement you as a superstar, that are really good patterns and behaviors to grow your business and give you profit, really, because at the end of the day, that's why we're all here. So in my business, I actually have 7 secret things, now no longer secret, that I do all the time, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly. And it really gets shit done. That's all I can say. It really gets shit done, cements you in your field so that you can grow. And a lot of people wonder how I get so much done. So here's my secrets. So number 1 is blog. I always blog regularly, and I aim at blogging twice a week. So whether you decide to do it once a week, once a fortnight, I would suggest once a month. There's not nearly often enough, but whatever you do with blogging, blog regularly. So blogging I get done first thing in the morning. I get up at 5 a.m. and I actually find my brain works better early in the mornings, and I have a longer attention span, and I get a lot of content creation done, so I smash a lot of my to-do list in the very first hour and a half to 2 hours in the morning. So number 1 being a blog, and blog regularly. Number 2 is I do a newsletter, so an email newsletter, and I send it regularly. So it's not every 3 times in a week, then 4 months later I send a newsletter. I send a newsletter once a week, so an email newsletter. And what do I share in my email newsletter? Some little personal snippet, but then I also redirect them to the blog, or direct them to the blog with whatever I've shared there this week. Number 3, Facebook and social media regularly. You're getting the tip here. It's got to be regular, not sporadic. So Facebook is where a lot of our target markets hang out. I also do Pinterest quite often, YouTube and LinkedIn. I don't do Twitter so much, not a big fan of Twitter. My RCA, my target market, doesn't hang out there. But I aim to update Facebook daily. And I aim to do it with a mixture of different updates, and a mixture being business, photos, personal testimonials, deals, and then sometimes a sales one as well, saying, hey, got this deal this week, sign up now, or, got a deal on this cake, for example. So number 3 being be on social media and sharing regularly. Number 4 is track your stats regularly. So tracking your stats is tracking your numbers. That is like Google Analytics, checking the flow of traffic on Google Analytics, I mean. Or if you're a Weebly website, you can track your stats or track your numbers in there by how many page hits you're having. Even just start with page hits. And how do you track them? You can either just remember them. What I highly recommend is write them down. Either write them down on a piece of paper, just the date and your number, or set up an Excel spreadsheet, and that's what I do, with a certain things that I record, so I've got that for the future, so I can refer back to it and see how I've grown. So things that I record would be monthly website hits. I track. What else have I got on there? My opt-ins, so how many email newsletter subscribers I have, my sales for that month, my income and my expenses, and then how much money do I have in the bank as well. I also track my my savings. So you've got it written in a document so you can compare it as you're growing. Number 5 is update your content regularly. So whatever your content is, being whatever you aim to sell or are selling, you've got to update it regularly. If you're selling cakes, you need to update your cake photos regularly. You can't have 1 to 2 to 3 year old cake photos on your website or Facebook page. You need to update that. I would suggest once monthly that things get updated, whatever your content being, but it can be even more regularly. So for example, my content are videos like this one, and I update it regularly. Currently it's about once every 1 to 2 weeks. I update that to YouTube. Other content I create are blog articles. I do that weekly. Email letters, that's content to me, content. So I do that weekly. So whatever content you are creating, being whatever product you're wanting to sell, keep updating that regularly. Number 6, this is kind of like my mantra. It is give with excessive kindness. So again, whatever content you're putting out in the world, whatever you're sharing with the world, whatever you're wanting to sell to the world, give that as well. Give with excessive kindness. So a lot of my information I give away for free. It is on my website, it is on social media, it is in my email newsletter, it is in articles that I share with other bloggers or magazines. You give the stuff away for free, and it actually creates more to come back towards you. It comes back to you tenfold. So my mantra is always to give with excessive kindness. So if people ask you for help, so, you know, what recipe do you use, or how do you decorate this cake, you could keep it a secret and keep it to yourself, or you can share it, and they're going to know that you're the person to come to when they've got a problem. So you're going to help them find that solution. And number 7 is build trust and a relationship. And how do you do that? By all the above, by 1 to 6, by blogging regularly, by newsletters, by Facebook and social media, by tracking your numbers, by updating your content regularly, and by giving with excessive kindness. You're building a relationship, and therefore you're building the trust with your potential customer or your target market or your ICA. So why do we do this? Why are we building a relationship? Aren't we just selling stuff? It's kind of a little bit more than that. When we spend money, we like to have a bit of a story behind that, because we actually are not just selling a product, we're selling a personality. We're selling a little bit about our story and about our history and about who we are and what we believe in. And by putting a little bit of personality into it, like these videos I do with you guys, you kind of get to know who I am and what I'm about and what's important to me. And it kind of makes it a more memorable experience. So think about customers coming up to you at the markets going, oh my God, I saw you on Facebook, or I'm thinking about ordering a cake. What do you think? And you start talking and you chat, oh, she's got kids. Oh, I've got kids too. You know, they're at school or they're at their dad's at the moment. Then, you know, you're starting to build a relationship, and not only that, a rapport, and they're getting to know, like, and trust you. So think about when you spend money. How do you choose to spend money? Do you go to a shop and go, oh, I want it to be franchise owned, not a company owned, not a multinational? With your hairdresser, do you go, my boyfriend's walking in watching me. The hairdresser, I find I'm quite picky on personality. Doesn't matter how good my hair is, but it also matters a lot more whether I like her as a person. So by building a relationship and building trust, that actually increases your customer base, and by giving with excessive kindness builds the customer base, and it goes around and around and around and creates a tenfold effect that it'll all come back to you. So these are my 7 steps of things that I get done regularly. If you want more tips like these, please come over to angelfoods.net. And if you have any questions on cake business, and creating a cake business life that you love, please feel free to come ask me either on Facebook or email me or on my website. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.